much of the country is struggling under cold temps and some of that white stuff. No such troubles here at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the side of their Dolphins emerging from the Hard Rock Stadium tunnels, and we're ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going, and we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
A first down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's 2nd down. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. My 28. Record. Say.
From the gun, it's Tua. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Mike 13. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, deep. SOS.
Throwing to start the drive. Allen flushed out right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. So there is the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Dolphins, nothing.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They currently sit one game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Mike 28. Mike 28. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Hey, check White. 3. On the ball. On the ball.
A handoff. Barkley running left. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Mike 28. Mike 28. Not today, you are. Not today. Kill.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. He'll buy some time right. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And he fires one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Mike 13. Mike 13. He's coming. Check in. Hey, tighten down. There you go. Check 24. Check 24. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Throwing to start the drive. Allen being chased out left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. A throw he probably shouldn't have made, rolling left and then throwing back across the field.
And when you do that and you're rolling towards the sideline, you've cut down your field in a big way significantly. And the guys who play in the 2nd and 3rd level, those linebackers and DBs, they know that. And they know they don't have nearly as much space to cover. And they're hoping you try and throw it back towards the middle.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch twist.
A handoff to Barkley. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Ready?
And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Bills' 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
Two times. Hey, 4 down. Watch twist.
Looking to pass. Tua. He rifles one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Darnell Mooney, 84 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14, Dolphins nothing.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this taken in at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination, but they find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah, can he put it aside? Let's find out. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And this one is incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. A big play there on the catch and run.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 37-yard line. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen, flush to his right. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Mike 13, Mike 13. He's coming, he's coming. Alert, alert, alert.
Here's Allen. And this will be caught by Mooney. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
It's gonna be 56. That's gonna be a long day. Mike 13.
Now Allen. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14.
Watch the pass. Mike 13.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On first down, Barkley. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Mike 28, Mike 28. You know. Let's go, baby.
Gets around him, and they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 66 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL.
Go full strength.
Black shot.
Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming. Check in. Come on, baby.
Ready, go.
On play action, here's Tua. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Tighten up.
Steal, black.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Good. Watch the twist.
Red, cycle.
28. You want this. Mike 28. Here we go, D.
Ready.
Tua now on first down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Now this time, Tua's going to throw it. Touchdown! A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Hey, let's get there. Offense is
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Here's Allen to throw it. Steps away to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Throwing now is Allen. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox as the first half is winding down. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And they're not going to get the kick off in time. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. They'll try it again now after the 5-yard walk-off. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Bills 21, Dolphins 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple...
It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket, because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bills come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive.
You got nothing. 36, 36.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 33. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material.
Mike 13, Mike 13. He's coming, he's coming. Check him. Hey, here we go. Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
So after the INT, it's Allen eluding the pressure right. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2.
You can't block me. Hatchet, hatchet. Kill. Hey, turn it up. 49, check 49, check 49. Back.
They're going to run it with Harris. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
Taken at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 89 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Lining, opposite, read, strike, check, strike.
Hill shedding the tackle. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on first and 10.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Handoff to Barkley on the option. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10.
Zoom black.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Squeeze, squeeze, double, double. Check safety, check safety.
Check, check. Set, go.
It's Barkley on the counter, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat, 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 eat. Watch the slant, watch the slant. Mike 55.
Tua going to throw.
Back to you. I'm going back to
Going for the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big play there for the Dolphins. They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Dolphins on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time it's 3rd and 3.
I smell fear in that offense.
54. Yellow.
I can't believe they let you play.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Watch the ship. Big edge.
From the gun, it's Allen. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
He's coming. Check him. All day, baby, all day. Mike 13.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Half.
Check 6 guys. Check your hot read. Watch twist.
Alert.
Twist. Sponge. No.
Watch it go.
1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A big play here for Buffalo. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. Flushed out right. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bills are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Play action. Now it's Tua. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. It's a big play there for Miami. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Bills are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Second down, here's Barkley again, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. Flush to his right. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2.
The 2 are going to try and throw for it.
Eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now he'll throw deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Running left, it's Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Off a play action, Tagovailoa. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. And certainly not the greatest of kicks there. This one will be down inside their own 40-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Flushed out right. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It got his man complete. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
We got 3. Mike, 28.
White.
You don't want none of that.
Yellow. Zoom.
Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming. Check in.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
3.
No.
6. Red.
I got you, 88. I got you. Mike.
Hey, red.
28. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got, Heavy?
One final try for Tagovailoa. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.